We're live. Okay. Um, I had some lunch and my mouth is burning. I decided to try that spicy bulldog ramen. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok and they mixed it with cheese. It looked so good, but I think I got the extra spicy one because it says 2 times spicy and I lasted one bite. It was too hot for me, my mouth was on fire, I had to give it to my husband, and my husband said it has a good heat to it, which tells me that it's super spicy, because the things that I think have a good heat to it, he says he can't even feel the heat. So, I know it was super spicy, so I had a regular bowl of ramen. And I think my mouth is finally not burning anymore. And that was, 40 minutes ago. Katrina has joined us today. Um, yay. And Nikki is back. Bio break. Sounds good. Katrina and I do a lot of sprinting and other wordy nerd things over on our Discord servers. We each have our own communities, and then we have one that we share called the Writers Unfiltered writing community, and all the links are down below. They are fun, cozy corners, and I love the communities that we have built up. It's just so precious to me. So, we are on the second stream of today's all-day writing day, all-day write-a-thon. I should probably come up with a more clever way of talking about these. Allie is back. Welcome back. And I didn't get to do as much brainstorming as I was hoping to while on that break because I was dealing with lunch and a burning mouth. So the first sprint I'm going to dedicate to just brainstorming and getting things situated, trying to figure out what gems I'm using and whatnot, and hopefully get to writing soon. So I'm going to go ahead and start this first 25-minute sprint right now. Let people filter in. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Welcome back. But I like to get like the first 25-minute sprint started right away, let people filter in, and then we can do a whole bunch of chit chat on the first break. So I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. I'm sorry. And let me know in the comments if you want to continue doing the forest rooms like we did on the last sprint of the last stream. And if that's the case, I will go ahead and start setting those room codes up for the next sprint. So I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting with whatever you are doing. Okay, that was the first sprint. How did we do? I'm still singing that apparently. Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Um Michelle joined us. Hello. And so did Jen. Yay. Jen, were you able to finish dyeing your hair? Did you do our red? I was setting up my Scrivener document because I feel like I've just been procrastinating with the whole Notion templates, and so I'm going back to the tried and true Scrivener for this, just to have all of my world building in there. So I've been toying with that and just putting it together. So that's what I used that sprint for. You did. It's air drying now. Yay, I'm so glad you were able to finish that. Did we want to do any of the planting trees in the forest app? I'm totally fine with setting a room up if that's what we want to do. Because I'm going to start doing it regardless because I want that jacaranda tree. And Katrina, can you please let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly? I want to say that I am because of Encanto, but I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly. I need 600 more coins in order to get that tree. I want it so bad. It's a dark purple fuchsia. Oh, I love that. That is awesome. I'm buying this sunshine elixir so that I can get triple coin action here. But I had more in my Google Play. Let's see. I'm down, sure. I'm down for growing some trees. Awesome. Either way is fine for me. I'll just need to know what the room code is so I can put it in the scrolling thing. But it doesn't matter. Either one of us is fine. I am not a spring chicken like many of you, and the gray is coming in, so I am running from that screaming. My husband has been turning gray since he was 14. So it has only gotten worse over the years. See, I have a hunt. But yeah, my husband is like almost fully gray now. When we started dating, he was pepper with a little bit of salt. Now he's salt with a little bit of pepper. All right, here is the forest code. Nikki was kind enough to set that up for me while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that right now. So I'm going to write this down real quick. Q6T32SG. Let me put that in a scrolling banner. Oh, that's not it. Let me update that. Yes, nope. 3YQ6T32SG. 3YQ6T32SG. Save. Here is the forest code for those who want to join in on it. Let's see. Use use Alrighty, that should have worked. Let's try this again. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Opening my forest back up. And my phone is going slow today, guys. Super slow. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And getting that. All right, join room. 3 Y Q 6 T 3 2 S G. There we go. Alrighty. So we'll leave that up just for a couple of minutes. We'll chit chat before we start the next sprint. Is everyone doing writing work today, or are we trying to be productive in something else? There we go. It's windy where I live, so my internet has been slow. It's annoying. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry. I think it's just cloudy and overcast for me. Even though I live in the suburbs of the Windy City. For now, I also have school things to do. Yes, you and your many, many to-dos for your writing, for your schooling, for your clients. I'm going to probably do some writing this stream. Yay! I'm hoping to get some writing in, but since I'm updating my Scrivener doc and getting that all set up, it's probably, for the most part, going to be dedicated to that. And then after that, I should be able to write. I am insane. Aren't we all? More power to you for being able to handle all of that. I've always thought about going back to school because my ideal job right now would be to be a librarian, but I need a master's in library science for that, and I just don't feel like going back to school because I already have so many student loans, and I'm not even using my degree for anything, and I just feel like it's pointless to go back to school when I still owe so much. But it is my one full day off from things, so I'm getting the work in. Nice. My baby is 19, so it's a lot easier for me. Yeah, my kids are almost 7 and 5, and I will say it's easier now than it was when they were really small. But yeah, it's difficult with kids, no matter what. I'm trying to get some writing done. Yay. Michelle, what are you working on, like, genre-wise? I am currently working on my fantasy romance / romantasy. I'm probably just going to keep calling it romantasy because I feel like even though it's a romance, it's probably more of like a 60% romance, 40% fantasy. If that makes any sense. Or plot, I guess. She's in college herself and she's got her own thing going too. Awesome. Does she live with you, or is, she at, like, the dorms of her college? Um, oh, yes, she goes to the community college around the corner. Good place to start. I fully support the whole community college thing because school is so freaking expensive. I, um I went to my local community college for the first 2 years before I transferred to, a university just so that I could get, like, my gen eds done cheaper, and the university I ended up picking because they gave me more scholarship money and no, more grant money, um, than other places, and so I tried to keep it as cheap as possible, but I'm still paying a boatload of money in student loans. We're actually pretty close considering her age. Aw, that's awesome. And I love that the community college is so close. The community college that I went to from when I from where I lived at my pops's, it was, like, I think a 20-minute drive tops, and then actually the university I ended up going to was a 30-minute drive tops, so all in all, I stayed pretty local. And where I live right now, the community college is I could probably throw a rock and hit it. It's a romance with some paranormal aspects. Ooh, think haunted house, but the haunting isn't the main theme. I'm in. They let kids go for free for 2 years now, though she pays for books and stuff. What? I mean, great for her, but, like, why didn't they have that when we went to school? Why are we the generation that gets the shit end of the stick for everything? I don't get it. I did the same community college then university. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Like, my brother didn't go to the community college first, he went straight to the university. He ended up dropping out, so he didn't even finish getting his degree. I think he went for 2.5 years, and he has triple the amount of student debt that I do, and he didn't even get his degree. I think going to the community college first is the way to go, because then you're working on your gen eds, you're figuring out what you even wanna study for when you're ready to work on your major. So, I think this is the greatest way to get your education if you plan on getting a degree. But she has a college fund thanks to my parents. Yes, my mom has been putting money aside into a credit union for both of my kids for that alone, and then me and my husband have also been putting money into the kids, right now it's, like, rolled into a CD, but into their savings account. So, like, whatever money they get from, like, holidays and birthdays and other special occasions, we let them spend a little bit, and then the rest goes into their savings that they can do whatever they want with, but I'm going to stress that they should use it towards either college or trade school, something to enhance their future. She goes to the same one I did years ago. That's amazing. I love that. I did the same thing. I went to community college, then transferred to a university, though I had a full scholarship. I wish I had a full scholarship. My friend, one of my best friends, um, She went for special ed, and because she went for special ed and they were needing so many more special ed teachers, she got a full ride to get her undergrad. So she got a full ride for her bachelor's, and then she got a full ride for her master's, and then she got a full ride for her doctorate that she's working on right now. And like she had to apply for everything, but as long as she works in the state of Illinois for a certain amount of years, she doesn't have to pay any of her schooling back. And I think she just pays for like her books and whatnot. And honestly, if you can get that done, that's amazing because she does not have to worry about any kind of student debt. And I'm so jealous. So jealous. It might just be a California thing. Maybe. I haven't really looked into it because my kids aren't old enough for school yet. I got to transfer around 50 credits for or units from when I went to community college. That's one of the only reasons I'm in college now. Nice. Yeah, I just like as much as I say it would be fun to go back to school, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I have the energy to do it. Like, there's a few libraries within a certain mileage around me that have openings for um, like clerks and whatnot. So I think I'm just gonna go that way. That way I have like part-time job. It's somewhat flexible, and I'm still in the vicinity of books. But I mean, it would be really cool to be a librarian. So maybe I'll look into it in the future. But right now, I don't think I have the energy for it. I wish I did too. I won't let myself think about student loans. Don't. it, it gives me anxiety thinking about mine and how much I have to pay, which is honestly on the lower end of most people, but still, it's a lot for me because I don't make any money. Wow, I just had to pay for books and my parents paid for that. In Georgia, if you have a 3.0 GPA, high school average, students can get a full scholarship to any public Georgia school. Welcome to Illinois, where they want to take all your money. Um, yeah, I wish we had that. And if we have that now, I don't know. But when I went to college, we didn't have that. My mom paid for what she could. So I was in a single parent home. And by the time that I started college, my dad had actually died. And so there was no help from him anymore, no financial help. And so the community college she was able to pay for in full. And when I went to the university, what I owed every semester after all the scholarships and grants was, I think, about 6 grand every semester. And she did pay for that. So what I'm paying for is all the scholarships that I had to take out in order to make the lower amount of a 6 grand a semester um, payment. So my mom did what she could, and I appreciate everything that she did. But unfortunately, it was just money was tight. I hope that when my kids go to school, that me and my husband will be able to help them as much as possible because I don't want them to have to grow up thinking about these damn student loans. You don't with little kids, right? I could never do it that way. Um, are we talking about me going back to school? I don't know what this comment is for. Why did I not move there? My kid totally had that in high school. We are a single family income here. Oh, that seriously makes me so happy. She's my hero too. She was seriously the best. Seriously the best. Um, there are no other words to describe her other than being the best. Yes, going back to college, it's hard for me to do it with 1 class a term. Yeah, I don't I think that's why I don't have the energy for it because my kids are so little. They're in, elementary school, and between carting them around and me trying to find a part-time job to just help with the household stuff and me trying to get my writing career started, I don't think I have the mental capacity or energy to go back to school. I might graduate around 2030 at this point. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. You'll get there. All right. Why don't we, uh, Nikki, why don't you go ahead and hit that start button for the tree? And as soon as I see that going, I will go ahead and start this 25-minute sprint. There we go. Okay, see you guys back in 25 minutes. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I am inputting all my information on these gemstones into my um, Scrivener doc, and I'm adding the pictures of them so I have them handy. I'm so freaking excited of the whole gemstone portion now that is in my plotline, storyline, world building. I'm loving it. Let's see. Before, right as I was clicking the timer, Jen said, "You have to enjoy the moment. There's a lot going on with school at that age and sports if they're involved in that." Yeah, my daughter currently is in karate, which she goes to 2 different karate classes every week, and then she tests for a new belt every 6 months. So that's a lot of time, and then not to mention she is just super active with a whole lot of things. And my son, he wants to do soccer, so I have to look for a soccer team for him, so that'll be a lot too. But yeah, Nikki, I want to find a writing course to do. Oh, what kind of writing course do you want to do? I'm sure some of us can point you in a good direction. Depending on the genre, Katrina and I are actually on the board for the contemporary romance writers, and there are new courses every month, with the exception of December, that we provide for our members and non-members. If I remember correctly, depending on what type of course it is and if you're a member or non-member, the courses could range between, I think it's $20 is the lowest and $40 is the highest, but I'll have to double check on that. And maybe if Katrina's still in the comments, she can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's the price range of them. I can give you the link for that, or for our website. I'm just gonna grab the link anyways. Hold on. There it is. So the link that I just put in the comments is the link to the Contemporary Romance Writers online writing group. Is that what I should call it? We used to be part of the RW, like a chapter under the RWA, but we disaffiliated. But if you go to the workshops, there's a whole bunch of workshops there if you want to join any of those. No, yes, I know that. I meant the classes. So whether you're a member or not, like if you're a member, I think the lowest is $20 for one of the classes, depending on if it's writing track or business track. And then I think the highest is 40. But they are cheaper for the members. Yes. Jen got 811 words. Makes me tired thinking about those times. Yeah. It makes me tired thinking about the future because I know it's going to get even busier the older that they get, especially if they stay so active in sports and activities. Fleshed out some scenes, about a half page handwritten. Yes, good job. I see free ones all the time on Instagram. Ooh, free courses. I think I've seen some, is it called AutoCrit? Do they have some free courses? I think I've seen some like ads on Facebook for that. I finally got the hand of Incarnate. I did a quick sketch in Procreate and uploaded it to Incarnate, though I have run into a few issues. Need to reread whip number 1. I got 150 words. Yay! I'm so glad that that's working out for you. As a member, lowest is $20. The lowest for a non-member, I think, is $30, depending on which track it is. I think the writing track is cheaper than the business track, or it's flipped. One of those tracks is less expensive than the other track. But for a non-member, the lowest is $30. As a member, the lowest is $20. And yes, we do have members-only workshops that are free. The member fee is $40 and it's annual. And then we also have a summer virtual conference that is free for members. And then most years we get a master class, which is an added fee. Mine was soccer for years. So fun, and I miss it, but we were busy. I worked full-time then too. Yeah. I was in soccer when I was little. My brother was in soccer when he was little. And then I did band as well. And then my brother did baseball as well and football. So we were a busy, busy family. So if my kids go the route that me and my brother went, or just the way my brother went, it's going to be a busy, busy, busy future. No, it's really not bad. Price-wise, it's not. And it's a fun group. Katrina's the current president on the board, and I'm the secretary, and we love the group. We love the group a lot. But Nikki, if I don't know what kind of courses you're actually wanting to do. But the CRW definitely has a bunch that you can look at. Isn't there another organization that's a lot more like a bigger one? You might be thinking of the RWA, which is the Romance Writers Association. I don't know what the A stands for. I can't remember. And there's a whole bunch of other chapters underneath the RWA, and we used to be part of the RWA, but we disaffiliated a few years ago. Yeah, there's Alliance of Independent Authors, Authors Guild, NINC, and RWA. I did not know that. I didn't know that there were so many. Yeah. And then I don't know. I think there is still like a historical romance online chapter. I don't know if they're still under the RWA or if they disaffiliated as well. And there's basically a chapter for whatever kind of genre you want to be in. There's also IBPA. Interesting. NINC, you have to meet a threshold to apply. A few years ago, there was just, there was a lot. There was a lot going on, and yeah, here. It was during the big blow up that happened, I think, in 2019, and our members voted to disaffiliate. We just wanted to step away from the RWA. There were some issues that I don't even remember what was happening, but the RWA was losing a lot of members at that time. And at that time, if you were underneath the RWA, like a chapter within the RWA, the members had to also be a member of RWA in order to be with you. And so we were losing members too. So we ended up just disaffiliating. That way we didn't have to be under the umbrella of RWA. Agreed. But I love watching it. I don't like being a part of it. I love watching and reading it though. Lots of shenanigans. Same, Jen. I try to keep away from drama. Yep. I like to watch it. As long as it's not happening to me, I'm okay with it. I wanna do a dark romance writing course. Ooh. I don't know any off the top of my head, but that would be a fun one to do. There's so much of it in the writing world I see on social media. We just all need to support each other. Agreed. Agreed. There's a lot of drama in the bookish community as well. I highly suggest staying away from the socials if you don't like to see drama or political type of things, especially like around elections. I tend to stay away from all social media during elections because it's bad on both sides. It's terrible, and I want nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. So I just like take a social media break for a while during that. Agreed. I tend to stick my head into work and ignore the rest. Yeah. Not that I am an active author at this moment, but I stay far away from it. Yeah, most of the time, I don't know what's really happening in the author world. I get my juice from Katrina because I haven't really I've only just gotten my feet wet in the author community. Um, but I've been a part of the bookish community, and it's just as bad. Yeah, yeah. It's toxic. It can get so toxic, and I want nothing to do with it. Yeah, I keep my ears open, but pretty much stay out of it, and I feel like that's just kind of what you have to do, but sometimes I don't even wanna keep my ears open. Like, some of it, I'm just like, "Let's not." Did we want to set up another forest room code? I should have already done that. I'm sorry, guys. Let me quickly create a room, and then I'll pick a fun banners. Then I'll pick a fun. Stop! Don't take that one. I keep forgetting to edit it first. 3BY 3TTSG. Save. The forest room code is scrolling on the bottom if you are wanting to join. Let's see. Ooh, let's do this pretty one. I don't remember what this one's called. But we're going to do that pretty one. I'm sorry, I should have had that forest room code on the bottom right there while we were talking. Let's see. Let me see. Dark romance writing course. Let's see. So far, I've gotten my taxes done for the most part, waiting on a few forms, got my newsletter for this week scheduled. Now to do the other admin stuff, I'll probably actually write in the next stream. Sounds good, but I'm so glad you were able to get your taxes done. Taxes. I need to do that, but I'm waiting on stuff before that. Yeah. Uh, Me and the husband are collecting all of our tax stuff right now. I think we have the majority of it. I think we're just waiting on a couple other papers. What I'm not excited for is when I become a self-published author and then I'm under the self-employed. Don't you have to do it like 4 times a year? I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not a tax kind of person. Like, I don't like doing that kind of paperwork. We have a tax guy that we use, and we get all the forms and paperwork that he needs, and we give it to him. We pay him a fee, and he does everything for us because I don't got time for that. Yeah, it's always a beast. I have my day job, but then author stuff in Hubs is self-employed, so it's always tons of fun. I'm employed and self-employed. I make my husband do ours because it gives me a headache. Yeah, so I used to do mine solo back when I didn't have to claim anything other than myself, number 1. Number 2, I wasn't married, and I literally only had a W-2. I didn't have anything else that needed to be shown or given. So that I did by myself. But then as soon as we married, we then I then was part of the house and everything else. And he's always had his tax guy since he was younger. So we just looped everything into him and it's a breeze because all we have to do is collect the information and fill out his little pamphlet for him. Oh, does it? You have to meet a certain amount in sales, and my goal is to have to pay quarterly taxes because that means I'm killing it on income goals. Okay, so when I first start out, I'm probably not gonna have to do it every quarter. Interesting. I didn't know that it depended on income thresholds. I had 2 self-employment jobs last year, so that makes it extra fun. You can claim a lot of stuff. I don't do it more than once a year. Yeah, you won't have to when you first start out. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Because I was like, excuse me, I was dreading that part. Just keep receipts and there's a lot you can claim. Like what? I'm gonna do 1 more minute of us chit-chatting and then we'll get this next sprint started. Um, Intuit Self-Employed is a fabulous tool. I think that's what it's called. Good to know. I know some claim their Netflix sub since they use it for research, books, writing software, travel, workshops, conferences. I'd have to make a whole list. Haha, that would be awesome. Can't you claim classes and courses as well since they go towards education for your business? Maybe. Katrina will know. Katrina is my go-to when I have questions like this. Yeah, I used that, but got tired of paying the monthly fee, so now I use Wave. Oh, you're talking about the Intuit employed. Okay. Michelle, to answer your question, yes, you can claim classes and courses as well. Is there like a maximum amount of money that you can claim? And how does that work? Do they just like reimburse you for that? Or I don't know how that works. This isn't this is new to me. I claim every program I use on my computer, household bills, Audible, Kindle. That would be awesome. Yes, Katrina is the best. Not really, but they go as part of the refund. You just have to make sure it turns a profit at some point. Otherwise, they'll classify it as a hobby and you have to stop. I probably wouldn't do it anyways until I started publishing because that's just how I am. Not stop writing, but stop classifying it as a business. This is for my freelance writing and not as an author. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I waited until I was publishing. Yeah, that's probably how I would do it. I wouldn't claim it until I actually was publishing. Alrighty, why don't we start this next 25-minute sprint? I'm going to start the forest right now, and I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting! Okay, that was that sprint. How did we do? Nikki thinks she found a free course on Udemy. Oh, that's exciting. Seems like it's a balance of what you made versus what you claim. Yeah, taxes are confusing to me. That's why I just give everything to my tax guy. I believe it. And Nikki went to dinner. I'm still just transferring things over into the Scrivener. I'm probably not going to be able to get any true writing done until the next sprint or the next stream. Which sucks because I haven't written anything today, but I have been productive. Let's see. I'm going to get another room code started. That way it can be down there while we chit chat during this break. WRITE J5SG. Got it. There's the new room code for the Forest app if you are wanting to join. I have almost a full page written. Yay! That's amazing. That's super exciting. I think we're going to do a tangerine tree this time. There we go. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, stretching. The good thing about going through all these gemstones and putting them in my Scrivener world building doc is as I'm typing out like their properties, some of them are giving me like sparks of ideas for possible scenes, so that's super exciting. Or like possible world building portions to put in the story. I'm super excited. I had to get some food out to cook for dinner. Yeah. Luckily, we have a whole bunch of taco meat left over from Friday's dinner. So when I get off this stream, I'm going to make crunch wraps for me and the husband. And the kids will just have like leftover taco meat and with chips. So I'm looking forward to that. I need food and more coffee. 757 words. Amazing. Amazing. And I'm still working on admin stuff, so there's yeah, I'm still working on the brainstorming, I guess. So I haven't started writing yet. I have a feeling you and I are going to kill it tonight, though. At least I'm crossing my fingers for us that we're going to kill it tonight. What was I going to say? I thought I was going to say something. Yeah, there's just something about writing at night that fuels my soul. Same girl. I mean, I do pretty decently usually when I'm doing these live streams, but since I haven't gotten a good grasp of where the story is going, since everything's pretty much changed, it's hard to get writing before I know certain things. But yeah, night owl here. I totally understand this. My muse works the best at night, or at least when the sun is down. Quick question for those of you who are here. What are your favorite gems out there? I'm just curious. It's good. How are you feeling? While doing some research, there is a gem called ametrine, which I think is part amethyst, part citrine or citrine. And apparently, it's a treat for everyone who starts a weight loss journey. It is also good for relieving stress, apparently. So I'm kind of wanting to get myself an ametrine crystal because I feel like I need some help with the stress and anxiety. And then I'm attempting to start a weight loss journey. I wanted to start in January, but January has not been great. So I'm going to start it next week. But I don't know. It's super interesting reading about all of these different properties. Sorry, my best friend just texted me and she's sick with pneumonia, so I asked her how she was feeling. I just lost my train of thought. There we go. Okay. So it is 5:12. I have 2 more sprints left for this stream. So why don't we go ahead and get this 25-minute sprint started? Yeah, okay. I will see you guys in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? There we go. I am still working on this. There's so many gemstones, but I feel like if I don't go through all of these and put them in here, I'm gonna lose out on possible scene ideas, because with every time that I'm adding some properties of some of these stones and crystals and gems, um, some scene ideas are happening. So I feel like this is great for the brainstorming. I just am upset that I'm not able to write during this stream, but 8 o'clock one tonight, I will. I'm going to have one more sprint for this stream before I call this one quits. I'm going to set up another room. Create. Let me get this chorus code for you real quick. 3YSAT 9TSG. 3YSAT 9TSG. Save. Here is the new forest code for anyone who wants to join in planting a tree. Michelle, not much writing done. I grabbed a snack and checked on my son, who's gaming right now. Ooh, what is he playing right now? Yeah, I went to go check on the kids while my husband was making their dinner and had a bathroom break and whatnot. So I didn't get too much done, but I'm getting there. Let's see, what tree should we do? How about the star tree or the moon tree? Star? Let's go with the star tree. He has a Gmod server. Nice. My fingers are cold. I recently got back into gaming, and like I got back into meaning like when I was younger, I played like Pokemon, The Sims, but over the past year or so, I got really into Disney Dreamlight Valley. So I play that on my Switch and on Xbox. And I did re-download The Sims on my laptop, but I feel like that's distraction. And I also play sometimes Animal Crossing on the Switch, but I'm more of like the cozy kind of games. Like I really love the coziness of things. Joined the Forest app and I'm back from dinner. I ate a chicken burger, broccoli, and steak fries. Nice. I'm going to make a crunch wrap when I go on break. Right? Isn't the star tree so pretty? I love it. I also have a moon tree. I'll probably do one of the moon trees for tonight's sprints. But if you want the moon tree more, I can do that one right now. I'm not opposed to changing it. But yeah, I'm gonna make a crunch wrap, but we don't have like any like liquid nacho cheese, so I'm just gonna have to deal with shredded cheese, but it'll still be good. I didn't realize we used the last of the cans of nacho cheese. I hate how expensive the cans of nacho cheese are. Um, Especially since, like, you can get, like, a big can of it at Sam's Club, but it doesn't it doesn't last very long before it grows, like, mold, so I wish they had, like, a pack, like a value pack of, like, the smaller cans. It drives me nuts. I enjoy a mix of cozy and shooter games like Call of Duty. Nice. I haven't gotten into the shooter games. Um, the most I tried was oh my gosh, now I can't even think of what the name of the game was. I think it was a fantasy type of game. Um, Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I attempted to get into Assassin's Creed, but for some reason I couldn't get past a certain point, and like, it was right at the beginning. Like, there was something that I had to do, and I didn't know how to do it, and I think I spent, like, 20 minutes trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I'm not all about this," and I went back to one of the cozy games that I was doing. But there's a whole bunch of cozy games that I wanna try. Like, there's that Paleo Pines, which looks like Animal Crossing, but with cute little dinosaurs. So I want that. There's also on Xbox, I don't know if it's on any other, um, platforms, but my brother just told me about something called Pal World, and when he sent me a picture of it, it looked like Pokemon, but he says it's so much better than Pokemon, because I guess you get to do, like, other stuff. Um, what else do I wanna try? I have, like, a list in my wish list on my Xbox and on my Switch, but I love the cozy games. It just helps me escape. My son makes fun of me every time I scream when attacked. I probably would do the same. Um, I started playing Hogwarts Legacy, uh, probably about 5 months ago. I'm not very far in it because I keep going back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. But for Hogwarts Legacy, there are times where you have to duel, and I'm always, like, freaking out when I'm, like, low on energy or I'm being attacked, and my husband makes fun of me. My kids just have fun watching me do it. It's hilarious. No worries, girl. Were you able to get things scheduled? We will have, I think, 2 more minutes in this break, and then I'll start the street or the sprint, and I'll start the tree. But, yeah, I'm all about the cozy games. I just love how they just help me escape into a different world other than our own. For the most part, now I gotta schedule my regular release stuff or regular socials. Uh, you use something to schedule that though, right? I need to get better at posting more regularly on my socials. Attempt to, grow. Sometimes I just can't be bothered. Smarter Q. Do you like it? I mean, obviously you like it because you have it. Ugh. I typically schedule a month out. I envy you for this. Every single time you tell me you get a month scheduled, I envy you. I hope to be like that when I am fully into the publishing portion. I really need to get better at scheduling. Does Smarter Queue cost anything? I technically don't even have to post anything because I have evergreen posts that go out every day. Yeah. You from that calendar, right? I'm pretty sure I bought that calendar. I forget what it's called. All right, last call of joining the forest tree app thing. Yeah, I have the plan. The plan I have is like 24 a month. Ugh, so that'll have to wait till I'm published and hopefully bringing in some kind of cash money flow. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get hold on, not even that calendar. It's just book promo stuff, Patreon teasers. I'll have to get a screenshot of my posting plan. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. I haven't even posted to my personal socials in over a year. I'm terrible. Yeah, I have my bookish Insta and like my bookish content. So like I have my YouTube over there. Um, I haven't posted in that in quite some time. I haven't posted a bookish video in quite some time, but I have plans to go back to that. And I have my writing stuff, and so my AuthorTube channel over here, which I feel like I'm pretty consistent with. I have to get better at posting my vlogs again because I took December off. So it's been hard getting back into the whole vlogging and posting videos on a weekly basis, but I'm planning on getting back to that. Um, but my socials, yeah, I've been pretty bad. Yeah, I could do it on Business Suite, but these make it super easy. And easy is great. Alrighty, let's get this final sprint going because I'm starting to get hungry. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting! Okay, that was that sprint, the last one of this stream. I will be on again in a little less than 2 hours from now. Oh my goodness. Why are there... Okay, sorry. I'm doing the double coins. And I didn't realize that my phone was loud. Let's see. Jen took a nap with her cat. That's fine. That's awesome. I wish I could take a nap. Alex, bless, we finally got the kiddo down for bed, so I'll be on time for the next stream. Yay! I finished going through all of the purple gemstones, and now I'm looking for lists for all the other colors. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm glad I didn't write them all down by hand because that would have taken even longer. But I wish there was a list like the one that I found for purple ones, and the other colors, the lists are just kind of lacking a little bit in terms of like pictures. I started a course on Udemy that's sprite. Yes. Is it that dark romance one that you found for free? You'll have to let us know how it is. I wrote a new scene. Now I need to figure out dinner soon. Yes. I'm about to go make dinner. I'll be on here for just another minute or two to chat, but I am going to be making crunch wraps for my dinner. And I'm super excited for it. Again, I will live stream again tonight at 8 p.m. Central, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be on for another 2.5 to 3.5 hours, depending on how loopy or in the zone I am. It could go either way. And I will also do more forest rooms as well, so we can plant some more trees. Because I want to get 1,200 coins so that I can get that jacaranda tree. I want it so bad. It's so pretty. So pretty. I also have to get the narcissus because I have that in my story. But as always, you can find me and Katrina down in our Discord servers. All the links are down below. And you want the tree too. Yep. Yeah, it's so pretty. But I will be back in about an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half. I'm gonna go eat. You guys should take a break, take a walk, get some fluid and food in you. And yes, Nikki, I will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern. You want the star tree? I love that star tree. Isn't it so pretty? How much is that one? I got it a while ago. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't tell me because I already own it. I don't know how many coins it is. But I also have the moon tree. I also have the wisteria and the mushroom and the scarecrow and the pumpkin and the cactus and the cherry blossom and the flower tree Or I have the ball cactus. I don't have the cactus with the cowboy hat. I have the candy tree, the sunflower, the maple, the carnation, the starry tree, moon tree, ghost mushroom, star coral, forest spirit, water spirit, the lover tree, the plum blossom, statue of Tada, tangerine. Those are all like the classic ones that I have. I also have some exclusive ones, which I think one of the ones that I did earlier today was an exclusive one, which is the wishing tree. But yeah, I'm I love forest. Okay. On that note, I am going to get off and go take my break. I will see you guys back in just over an hour and a half. Thanks for streaming with me. Bye, guys.